That's what they got. That's what they got Wimby for.
I just seen Cam and May speak on this. I didn't watch none of the All-Star weekend, not the shoot around, not the 3-point contest, nothing. It was kind of playing in the restaurant I was at in the background. I wasn't paying no attention to it. But Anthony Edwards, you seen in the clip before, was asked, about do you want to be the face of the NBA? Because that was a conversation that people were saying that he was the next Jordan, he was up next. You know what I'm saying? He was like, no, I don't want to be the face of the NBA. That's what we got Wemby for. And that's significant for quite a few reasons. One of the reasons it's significant for the simple fact that Wemby is not an American basketball player. And the NBA, Kenyon Martin said this on Gil's Arena, and I believe this, they basically want to take the game international. They want to take it out of Americans' hands, and they want to make it international, global. Therefore, it's easier to have a global superstar. And, one might say they want to take it away from the Black Americans and hand it to somebody else. But I'll get to that in the second half of the video. But also, Anthony Edwards live a certain lifestyle. I like what May said. Like, when you the face of the NBA, I've already think, they already don't like some of the things that he did. Now, they provide a level of protection. You know what I'm saying? Like, for Michael Jordan had a nice level of protection from the NBA and from Nike. I mean, you can go all the way back to them creating flagrant fouls and techs and all that stuff and throwing people out of games, suspending people. That came from Michael Jordan and his battles with the Pistons. Hand checking, that came from Michael Jordan. Superstar calls really glorified with Michael Jordan. So there comes to the level of protection. I mean, there were some rumors, as you've seen in The Last Dance, that a lot of people strongly believed a year and a half Michael Jordan was gone from basketball, that was due to some things he did off the court, allegedly, as far as dealing with gambling. I mean, believe what you want to believe, but a lot of people strongly believe it was a suspension. And eventually what's done in the dark will come to the light, right? So, they gave him a level of protection, it comes with a level of protection, but it's a little bit different today with, YouTubers, new media, podcasters, everybody having a camera. You can't be chilling with this girl, that girl, even with the girl that Anthony Edwards with now, you look at her and she pretty much saying like, he having these kids out of wedlock, she being quiet and all this because he got money and who he is. You know what I'm saying? So money, that's what all the women tell us, modern women tell us, is that, they cooperate or submissive. Let's just say use cooperate based off money. But the question is, what happened when the status and the money is gone, the cooperation is gone. The submissiveness is gone. And then everything you did to them, they just building up a case and throw it in your face. Yeah. So he got to understand, like, some of the things, he liked to party. It was rumors. Heard it on It Is What It Is again, that he didn't play in the All-Star game, whatever format they had going on, because allegedly he was too drunk from the night before and said it was just growing. So, what's so find it funny, I seen a clip with him chopping it up with Obama. I put one put it on TikTok, my TikTok. That link should be somewhere in the link tree. Just hit the link, and the link tree link in the description to take you there. And he was saying that, he wanted a non-alcoholic beverage. So maybe that was then, this is now. But he don't want that responsibility. And then, for the most part, he has the qualities for that responsibility, to be honest. It's hard to make somebody the face of the NBA and they don't have the personality. People don't gravitate towards them. They don't have that aura. One thing about LeBron, he had that aura. One thing about Kobe, if you consider him facing the core aura. I think Anthony Edwards kind of want to be Magic and Bird had that aura. I think Anthony Edwards just want to be the hood legend like Allen Iverson. Where, I'm going to do some wild shit. It is what it is. I'm going to be me. I can't fake it. I'm going to be me. I don't want to be this goody too clean, cool shoes. And every time I seen with a new woman, it ain't right. For like, we talking about the face of the NBA, they prefer you to be married. It's like, I did a video on the Free Game 89 channel. Check the link out in the description to that channel. Join the Patreon. All that's in the link tree. And I told y'all that when you get in certain spaces in the corporate business, to really move up in law firms, to really move up in corporate, you have to be married. They don't like to promote bachelors like that. They require you to be married because they can have something to hang over your head. It ain't that they wanna portray a traditional image, because we see all the time with liberals and Democrats, they are anti-traditional. But then they will say they want tradition. They anti-traditional. Anytime you pushing, abort missions, anytime you pushing same-sex, relationships, that's not traditional. Anytime you pushing things where you giving Section 8, WIC, and food stamps, as long as the man is not in the household, that's non-traditional. But, they want to push this traditional image. And he want to have his fun, mess with these women. He got to understand, man, talk to these dudes that went out here and had all these kids like Future, and all these kids they be having out of wedlock from different women. You be like, I got the money. But as soon as that money not coming in no more, look at what Cam Newton is saying. You know what I'm saying? Look what Cam Newton is saying. I can't provide like I used to provide. Of course you can't. Believe it or not, there's peaks and valleys throughout the earning potential of a man's life. And they say, right around mid 40s all the way to, his 60s or whatever, his golden years of financially, why those guys tend to be financially stable and have money, especially if they got health at that time. Why? Because they learn the responsibility of a dollar. They learn to conserve the dollar. They learn to spend wisely. The overhead not as high. When you got all them kids, your overhead is going to be high, regard if you involved or not involved. But that responsibility of being the face of the NBA, that probably would save Anthony Edwards from, he's already halfway down the path of destruction. I'll say it again. He's already down halfway down the path of destruction. He still can salvage this. He still can salvage this. He really can. He still can clean this image up, and he should, in my opinion, he should want to be the face of the NBA. Do you see North American basketball is dying? Y'all don't want to play games. Y'all don't have a passion. They would love for Zion to be the face of the league. They would love for John Morant to have multiple faces of the league. You might remember it was Magic, it was Bird. Michael Jordan just was the face. Michael Jordan was just the face. But Magic and Bird, they ruled together. They would love in my opinion, they should want to love to say, we got Zion, we got Ja, we got Anthony Edwards, we got Cooper Flag, we got 4 faces in the NBA, or throw a 5th one in there. But Ja had this situation. Now, there's rumors the Grizzlies may trade him. Zion, he don't care about shit. Anthony Edwards like, no. So really, it's lining up the way that, powers that be wanted. Now, that's what we got Wemby for. Wemby reading books before the game and good, clean image kid. But if you go to France and see how sexual they really are in France, it's ridiculous. That whole Britney Spears thing almost ruined his image to begin with. He seemed like a good kid, athletic, freak of nature. But the problem is, it ain't been too many motherfuckers around 7 foot that been the face of the league at a popular time. Wilt, Kareem, who was my man's name? Not Bob McAdoo, the tall George Mikan. All these guys before, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, Hakeem Olajuwon, Rob Sampson before he got injured, Sam Bowie, if he would have fulfilled his potential, it wouldn't have mattered. David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. Big dudes are hard to sell. This is why Giannis is not the face of the league. And he said that whole ass shit about black Americans too. I ain't forget what he said. I don't be forgetting shit like that. But it's hard, and it's to the point where they're making it easy for them to take the game of basketball and go international and hand it to Wemby. And really say, okay, damn, we got the league we wanted. We made the league soft. Everything. Only thing that really gonna save it is Cooper Flag. That's it. Cooper Flag, only person that can say this to stop it going international. You gotta remember, Shea Gillislee from Canada. Giannis from Greece. He don't identify black Americans. He said what he said. Come on. That dude that's from Houston, he coming. Al Paring for Sunganu, whatever. I was at a game and he had a whole bunch of Turkish people there. That's how I knew he was Turkish. You know, no Diddy Day is coming. No Diddy. That face of the NBA for Anthony Edwards would provide structure that he need. You got to remember, he had a child before he came to the NBA. That will provide the structure that he need, in my opinion. But guess what? These American kids, you know, I seen a clip, and I might talk about this. Rick Pitino I guess he coaching at St. John's now. Remember, he cheated on his wife. She ain't go nowhere, but we know that. I love Rick Pitino, though. And he was saying, what's wrong with you guys? You guys act like, I'm paraphrasing, you can't fight through adversity, and who raised you? And I'm just like, Keisha, single mothers who don't need no man. And we talked about this on a live. We talked about Crawford last night on Tuesday night. We talked about Bud and Schofield pulling out the fight. And I told, and Adonis was on with us that night, and I told him, women are meant to take the coward's way out. Women are cowardly. It's not their job to be brave. So if you got the cowardly, you know, when children are becoming teenagers and becoming men and young women, and you got the cowardly being the only parent or the dominant parent in the household, is cowardly traits. When it's going to get tough, shut down, don't talk, quit, don't go fight through adversity. That's the cowardly route. No matter how much they want to be studs, no matter how much they want to walk with their shirt off and be men, no matter how much they want to, we can do what men can do, and they want to compete with men, they are what they are. They are cowardly by trades. When the bullets get to flying, when somebody get to breaking downstairs, they get a pit bull, they get a German Shepherd. You know what I'm saying? If they can't get a man, it's the man's job. Whoever the man of the house is, the pit bull, the German Shepherd, male or female, to go down there and see what's going on. Real talk. We know what it is. So, it is what it is, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the NBA Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. You can find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon, Kick, Twitch. Check out my other channels, my Detroit channel, Mercy Sports Talk, Free Game 89 channel. Join the Patreon, free for 7 days. You won't regret it. Peace.